I will say, guys, at this point, it seems very reasonable to assume that Amber Heard is not vegan, given all this evidence. But there is one piece of evidence, one very strong piece of evidence supporting the proposition that Amber Heard is still vegan. And that piece of evidence is Amber Heard taking a shit on Johnny Depp's side of the bed. Hey, what is going on, guys? So many people are talking about the recent and current defamation lawsuit that is going on between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I'm not too sure when I'll be uploading this video, but hopefully it'll be around the time when this topic is still relevant. My goal in this video is not to speak too much on the current defamation lawsuit, but if you want my thoughts with the vague research I've done, and to be clear, I don't think that I'm really fully informed on this topic, but I will say that with the vague research I've done, I would side with Johnny if I had to side with one party. Seeing as my YouTube channel is designed to more so discuss veganism and animal rights, I'm not going to be talking about the lawsuit, but instead Amber Heard and whether or not she is actually vegan, because apparently she's been accused of lying about being a vegan. Essentially, there's some dirt I've uncovered, and I figured, hey, what better time to upload this than when everybody is talking about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. So I found this article on Amber Heard titled "Amber Heard on How She Became an Obstinate Bisexual Vegan Atheist." When I saw the vegan part of the title, I was a little bit shocked. This surprised me heavily because when you do decide to take a brief listen to some of these psychotic recordings of her that have been presented in the defamation lawsuit, it is hard to believe that she is somebody concerned with the well-being of anybody, let alone animals. I did at one point think that, okay, wait, maybe she's one of those people who just hate humans but love animals. So after having this thought, I was like, okay, maybe she is a vegan for animals. Let's go and look, a little further into this. So there was this article I found on glamour.com quoting her, saying that by the time she was a teenager, she was bored by conservative, God-fearing Texas and became instead what she calls an obstinate bisexual vegan atheist. I guess you could say I had my own things to rebel against. So I found this to be quite interesting. I mean, meat, homophobia, and religion can be quite prominent in Texas. So I thought, maybe the rebelling aspect of her quote in relation to her being vegan just meant that she was against eating animals morally, and this was a kind of rebellion given how meaningful eating the rotting carcasses of farm animals is in Texas. So this article was written in November 27th, 2018, where she mentioned her being vegan. Let's be clear though, we are talking about celebrities right now. So when she says vegan, I take that to just mean consuming a plant-based diet and not a genuine concern for animal ethics. In the world of celebrities, the word vegan is very often thrown around as something that has nothing to do with animal rights, but instead an actor or actress trying to become healthier or trying to slim down for a particular role in a very high budget and shitty movie. So because of this, when I read the word vegan coming from her, I don't take it to really mean animal rights, but who really knows, right? Also, something that needs to be made extremely clear, she did not explicitly say in this article that she is now vegan or atheist or bisexual, and my mentioning of this technicality will make sense shortly. So I found a tweet from Glamour on Twitter quoting the part of this article which specifically said, quote, "My sexuality, my femininity, in whatever way I want to express it is mine and my own." And somebody tweeted back responding, "Welcome to Amber Heard imaginary world, where she not only endured abuse, while legal proceedings say the opposite, but she is also vegan while eating fishes and meat in many videos/photos. Fuck off." This screenshot also came with her eating at a seafood restaurant. This picture was posted on September 11th, 2017 on her Instagram, which is before the publication of the article we just went over, in which Amber says that by the time she was 17, she became vegan. But again, technically, she didn't say in this article that she is still vegan. She just said that she became one when she was 17. It could very well be the case that she was vegan and is now no longer vegan and is now eating dead fish, which technically would not be in conflict with the specific quote we went over in the article. I found some other evidence suggesting that Amber was helping Johnny Depp go vegan back in 2013, which, as we all know, probably just means plant-based for health. And if this was true, this would suggest to me that she is still vegan, or at least was, back when she was helping him go vegan in 2013. Also, when I decided to look further into this photo, you'll see that she really is only drinking wine. So I thought, oh, maybe she's just at a seafood restaurant and she hadn't ordered the fish or eaten the fish and maybe had a vegan option instead. I thought this until I found a tweet and video in which she proclaimed herself to be the queen of seafood. So after seeing this, I think it's quite clear that she did indeed consume fish in that initial screenshot that person who hates Amber posted in response to Glamour posting the quote from that original article that we went over. She's also been seen to be wearing leather and fur, although it isn't totally clear whether we are seeing real leather and real fur or faux leather and faux fur. I will say, guys, at this point, it seems very reasonable to assume that Amber Heard is not vegan, given all this evidence. But there is one piece of evidence, one very strong piece of evidence supporting the proposition that Amber Heard is still vegan. And that piece of evidence is Amber Heard taking a shit on Johnny Depp's side of the bed. I say this because many vegans can attest to the increased frequency of bowel movements that they experience as a vegan due to the increased consumption of fiber. So maybe she had like a super high fiber meal and then decided to shit on Johnny Depp's side of the bed because she couldn't make it to the bathroom in time. Not really sure. In all honesty, guys, Amber Heard taking a shit on Johnny Depp's side of the bed confirms to me that she is 100% still vegan. All right, jokes aside, guys, even though that wasn't really a joke, to this day, I still cannot find any present or recent instances of Amber claiming she is still vegan, while also finding pictures of her eating fish or animal products which conflict with her statements about being vegan. If you find this evidence, please send it my way. I'm genuinely curious at this point. I will say, though, we know for sure she isn't vegan now, because we have evidence of her funding the mass breeding, exploitation, and murder of fish, which, similar to the recordings that we've seen in the defecation case, the funding of the fish industry is quite psychotic. Fish feel pain and suffer, and this might come as a crazy surprise, especially to people in Hollywood, but for some odd reason, fish have this weird problem with like getting ripped out of the ocean and having, a hook inside of their mouth that drags them across the surface of their home, only to be ripped out of the ocean to have their body parts dismembered and just cut up. And, they just don't like being murdered for the taste pleasure of Hollywood stars and actresses. Very weird concept, guys. I'm not really sure why fish have a problem with being stabbed. Like, being stabbed, especially for the sake of these amazing Hollywood actresses and actors, should be an honor to these fish. But for some reason, they don't view it that way. If anybody knows why, like, fish don't like to be stabbed for the, the diet and taste pleasure of specific Hollywood stars, please let me know, because I've been trying to figure this out for a long time and I'm just kind of stuck here. Thank you guys so much for watching. That is the end of the video. If you support my work and want to support me on Patreon, the link is in my description and in the pinned comment below. I will see you guys in the next video.
Dude,
fuck off. I don't want anything to do with you. Don't ever speak to me again. You're a fucking piece of shit.
Even vegans don't get your weird, stupid wannabe sense of irony here. Who is your audience? Nobody gets these dumb jokes. Dude,